What's up, guys? How's it going? My name is MikeTheTech, and today I'm going to go through a quick walkthrough or overview, I guess, of Google Classroom. So the first thing I want to do is go to classroom.google.com. Once you type this in, you'll be greeted with this page. Most likely, you will not have any other classes created just yet, and then you're going to create or join a class. And you want to click on Create Class. And this is where you can name and set up all the information. So I can say, Mr. Vegas Computer Science class. And we can say CS1. Alright, so we've made a fake class, and we're going to click on Create. What I usually do is if I have multiple periods, I'll actually name it like Computer Science Period 1, Computer Science Period 2, things like that. So, now you have your own class set up here. If you click on this hamburger menu on the top left, you'll actually see all the different classes that you have access to. You can also archive classes, which will make them go away and go into an archive they can access later, but will not show up in your actual teaching menu. So let's go ahead and check out some of the things you can do with a classroom. You can obviously share something with the class. So you can post work to students, pick a date your post will appear, save a draft and finish later. They have lots of features to post or schedule posts, I mean. So you can say, hello, classes of 2024. Right, so let's say we want to post that. We can click on this drop down next to the post, and you'll be able to either post it now, schedule it, or save it as a draft. If I choose schedule, it'll let us actually choose a time. So I could say maybe Wednesdays are a rally, so I'll post that at 9 a.m. And now it's scheduled for 9 a.m. And if I click on this little drop down, you'll see that the announcement is saved here. However, this isn't the way that you're normally going to post work to students. This is more just like greetings or questions or things like that. Or maybe even objectives for the day. But what you're going to do is go to Classwork instead, and this is where you can create classroom assignments. So you can create an assignment, a quiz, a question, material, or create a topic. So I'm going to go ahead and create, let's create an assignment. So we can attach any materials. So for example, if I had a PowerPoint for this assignment that we went over in class, I might attach that here so they can reference it. But let's go ahead and name this, let's say, if you could be any type of programmer, what would you want to program? Sure, why not? So we can make that assignment, and we can go ahead and choose how many points it's worth, or we can make it ungraded if we'd like, but we'll go ahead and set this to 100. We can set a due date and say it's due on Friday. We can choose a topic, and we can say this is in general, whatever we want, and we can even attach a rubric that would essentially let the student know what you're expecting. You can also use the check plagiarism button, which will actually go through all of the assignments that are turned in and check them for copies of it that may be online already. So let's go ahead and assign this. And you'll see now we have an assignment here, and it says how many turned in and how many assigned there are. So they all start off as assigned, and then as students turn them in, you'll see them turned in. So let's go ahead and try another type. Let's go ahead and create a quiz. And this is the same kind of idea, except it attaches a Google form. So when you click on this Google form, you can actually go in and add a bunch of different types of questions. You could add multiple choice, short answers, check boxes, drop downs. You could have them upload a file. There's plenty of different kinds of options here for types of quizzes you can create. And you can just edit this. And when you go back to your form, it's updated. So you'll actually be able to edit all that live and send it to students. And then when they send it to you, you'll be able to grade it and go through and make sure that they did it correctly. You can also assign assignments to multiple classrooms. If you have more than one classroom, then when you create the assignment, there's a drop-down box where it says 4, and you can choose and select multiple classes there. So if you have maybe 3 of the same classes, you can assign all 3 the same thing. There's also a class drive folder that allows us to see everything that's been created, uploaded, etc. So if you ever lose a file, you can search for it there. Alright, so let's take a look at people. People will list all of the students in your class, and when you click on them, it will tell you what their current grade is, as well as what assignments they have or have not turned in, and even let you click on those assignments. Finally, the grade section allows you to use or view and edit your grading reports, but more than likely your district will have a grading system already set up, and in that case they'll already have it integrated into your grading system, whether that be Aries or Jupyter or whatever you happen to be using. So the only other thing that you need to basically learn for Google Classroom functionality is let's go ahead and show the class code. So if you click on the cogwheel on the top right, you'll be able to see the class code here. This is the code that you'll want to give to students to join into your classroom. You can also invite them directly by going to people and clicking on the plus sign and adding their school email there, and you'll be able to invite them directly. But usually having students type this in is the go-to method for getting everyone in your class pretty quickly, and most students are probably used to it anyway. Let's see, you can also create a Google meeting. So if we go to Classwork and click on Meet, you can generate a Meet link. And once you've created this, let's save it and go to that Google Meet link. You'll be able to have your students join your class and watch the stream live. Now, I'm not going to do this because I'm actually recording my screen and webcam right now, so I don't want it to mess anything up. But that is the general overview of Google Classroom. It's a great program used, or a great piece of software, I guess, web-based software, to manage assignments. The great thing about this is if a student ever questions anything in a grade book, you don't have to have the original copies. You can just go right into Google Classroom, see everything they turned in and what they haven't turned in, and offer assistance there. If you want to get fancy with your classroom, you can also select a theme or even upload a photo for this little background here. So we can go ahead and click on select theme and say we're doing computers, so we'll click on this one. You can also choose specific categories if you like. Let's choose this one. And then you can upload a photo if you like to replace this as well. Well, that's about it for Google Classroom. If you have any specific questions regarding Google Classroom, please leave it in the comment section below, and I'd be happy to make a video on that as well. You can get pretty in-depth in this, but those are the basics that should get you started. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.